Hello. So I'm coming to you today with what I kept hearing as a coronal transmission activation solar eclipse thing. And I woke up this morning and I had an absolute splitting headache, which was not good because I had stuff I had to do. And I just had to tune into where it was coming from. And even as I'm doing that now, it's like I still see it's like all this golden light, like almost like halo kind of energy. And it's the way I'm kind of receiving it is that it's and why I think it was coming through as the word coronal is because corona is like connected with the sun but also connected with the crown, and obviously the sun is our highest evolutionary initiatory body in the solar system. And yeah, there's a lot coming through eclipse wise right now. And I had some really interesting stuff coming through yesterday as well. Like I was having all these visions of like kind of like divine masculine Osiris kind of energy, and the Ankh, and it was all very blue, and I could see all of these divine masculine like grids opening up around sort of Egypt area, around the throat. And if you saw the little energy update that I posted yesterday, I was talking about the dragon line activations, and you know, our earth holds these beautiful energetic lines, frequency lines. And you know, you've probably heard of like the rose line, dragon lines. This was like big dragon line activation. I'm just hearing there was stuff going on with the rose line too, but what I was really tuning into was these dragon line activations that were happening kind of Avalon. It felt very like Wales kind of energy, and not whale as in Wales, but Wales as in the country. But anyway, it was like dragon energy connecting from there, going to, and it's funny because Egypt to me very much feels like the throat, but so does Palestine area, so does that kind of Middle East, North Africa kind of area. And it was really coming from Sudan, these throat codes that were being released by the earth, and then also connecting with Australia. And this had actually come through in a session with a client, and it was like so potent, the solar plexus codes that were coming through. And so although there was a lot of doom and gloom about the eclipse yesterday, there was also, and it wasn't really so much, I think, just about the eclipse that there was a doom and gloom. It was more around activities of CERN and things like that, I think, that were very much causing fear. But also it's like when I felt the energies of yesterday, it's like it was so intense. Don't get me wrong, it was so intense. Like at some point I just had to lie down because I was just like, this, I can't stand up anymore. I can't even sit up. I just need to lie down. But within that, there were such deep shifts taking place within the earth. Like, oh my gosh, like it was just so potent. And so yeah, so today it feels like this light language transmission is about grounding in these energies and really, you know, bringing all of these beautiful golden frequency coronal codes that are happening up here, like grounding them down into the body and really activating our solar light bodies. So ground in. And yeah, just gonna get started. Yukrase shana se kre yelatura sana sukre shana sakra sana se ekre sha krose shana sukra asa sana sukre sha isala kwe sala ke sekre sha sumatsu ayasune sekre. Yeah, just feeling really strong Archangel Michael energy here, which is kind of no surprise considering he sort of is very much associated with summer. And I always feel him as like a very strong solar ray. Yeah, and they're saying it's like bringing these really potent codes into the throat area as well. Coming down through the heart and into the solar plexus. Shukrana sukre asa ishana sukre asi ikri ikra okuru isano sukrana sukra ase shukra sana sekre asa dekore se shukre se asa sekre asa nana se kri asa and just calling all your energy back to you, unplugging from any collective grids which are no longer serving you. Remembering that your sovereignty is like the most important thing. Your ability to say no when you want to say no. Having strong boundaries. Knowing when spaces and places are no longer relevant to your growth, to your personal spiritual evolution. That's such a big theme around eclipses, is going, actually my energy doesn't belong there anymore. Yamakro esa suna sakre asana sakre esekre asha sukre asana sakre asa nita ukru sena sushu sukru sena sakru yamakre asana sukre asa isa lokro thorosa shana sekre sekre asha sukuro sayasha musakre sha na sukra shukro shoya futakrasa. So just taking a deep breath in and just pulling in those coronal crown codes, and just grounding them into the roots. Yamukru isana sukre asha isana sakre shekre isi isikre asha. And there's something coming through around like integrating these codes through water. What I just saw was like the image of a bath and all of these codes going into the water. Yikrane sekre asha sukrana sa. So that might resonate with some people that are watching this. Yikri sikre asha isana sakre asha te asukrasa sha nasa. And always remembering like to program our waters with intention, program whether that's our bath water, our shower water, or the water that we drink. And how this is so, simple to do, to just program a simple intention into the water. Mi asakru sukru isata la se ekre ishatna sakra asana sakre ise. Misha taro seyasha luku uluku suya la kurasa na shukrasa ana sekre sekri sikri sakurasa inata isha musekre se shukrase. Yeah, it just this is just coming to my awareness. Is a conversation I was having with my friend last night, and we were talking about water and how it's like you have a single droplet of water and you have like a whole body of ocean, and how the single droplet just melds with the whole body of water, and how our consciousness is like that. We can experience ourselves as this drop, or we can experience ourselves within the wider Akash, and that is all being psychic, being sensitive is that you are able to tune in to the whole ocean rather than just experiencing what it's like to be a drop. But most people forget that they're connected with the whole ocean. Yeah, so this is just integrating. Yeah, and just seeing images of hands in the dirt. So take that as you will, however you ground. Yeah, and just feeling a lot of throat openings happening around this time. So whether you need to sing or tone or whatever it is, just to let that sound out, to let that release out. Yeah, and I'm just hearing it's like these times are so deeply medicinal, whether it's Mercury retrograde and eclipse and how they're coinciding. This is like a deeply medicinal, remedial time to go back over things which aren't working for us, to make ourselves really aware of things which are not in alignment with us. I just saw the image of like a catapult there, which I feel like is saying it's saying like it's like after this period, that's what it's going to feel like. It's just like ping, like just catapulted into this next timeline of ourselves. It feels like a very, 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 very interesting time. Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I know I haven't really done any light language videos for a while. I've been going through a big shift in my own channel with light language, so maybe it's now time for that to kind of open back up again. But yeah, we'll see. So thank you, take care, goodbye.